Do you know how many hours of exercise to burn this thing off? If you want a flat belly, you better find out. Hit it. Uh, damn, 5 pounds is pretty big. It's like bigger than my head. Oh man, that's just 5 pounds. Rats. Some of us got more to lose than that. Oh yeah. Welcome to a fresh new episode of the Fitness Avengers, where we fight fat, frustration, and fitness fakes. I'm your host, master trainer, and author Tony Arreola from TotalBodyProject.com, and I'm on a personal mission to simplify fitness for you. Coming at you every Monday night at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Facebook Live. How the heck do you lose fat? Have you tried everything? Diets, cleanses, exercise, and nothing happens? You still got this bad boy hanging out? It's bigger than my head. What the heck is wrong? Man. So today we're going to cover how to lose that fat, because fat's not hot right now. So go ahead and comment, get me skinny if you're watching this. We're going to talk about fat versus body fat, how we gain fat, how to lose fat, the best exercises for you to fight off this fat. We're going to talk about program design. Hola, Diana. Thanks for jumping on. Feliz cumpleaños, Diana. Diana celebrated her 21st birthday over the weekend. So feliz cumpleaños to you. We'll have our Ask the Trainer, our very popular Ask the Trainer segment, which is how fast can I get to my goal? Which it's a good question, right? Because everybody wants things yesterday. And we'll have our first ever fat trivia math. So we talked about the beginning, right? How many hours to lose this 5 pounds of fat? So we'll say for somebody we'll make it easy. Say somebody that's 150 pounds. We'll say male, female, about 150 pounds. How many hours to lose these pounds of fats? Go ahead and comment your guesses. So Diana, guess how many hours to lose that 5 pounds of fat. If you're watching the replay, watching live, go ahead and tag hashtag GetMeSkinny, and I will send you your free Secrets of the Skinny guide, where we reveal the secrets of the skinny. Because damn those skinny people, I know they're up to some treachery. They're hiding things from us, so I expose them in a guide. So go ahead and tag GetMeSkinny, and I'll send you that Secrets of the Skinny guide. I want to thank our sponsors, Ironman Triathlon, who opened up racing, so we shall return to racing. Ironman Triathlon is set October, I believe 24 or 21, somewhere in that range. We'll be racing Ironman. So let me guess. You start your program, you start exercising, you start eating less, and the belly still looks less than spectacular. Pudgy, if you will. What's wrong? You want to get a flat belly. I understand. But in order to get a flat belly, you first have to understand, what is a flat belly? Are you talking about just getting rid of the pudge? Are you talking about getting more lines like cut? Are you talking about, you want your ribs to show, or you want like a six pack? What exactly is that? Because a flat belly is pretty ambiguous. We really want to define a clear goal. So maybe we want it to be really tight, really firm, or sometimes, honestly, maybe you just don't want the cheese to hang out over your shorts. I know at least for myself, I was doing pretty good in this pandemic era, with my mastering my skinny habits. And then I broke my wrist. And then sadness took over. Sadness coupled with some huevo con chorizo burritos, chilaquiles, quesadillas. And then before you know it, putting on the shorts, and there's like spillage over the side. And that is just not the ticket. So we really, for myself, I know exactly what that means. I want a flat belly. I want to make sure that, it's defined. I want the lines, all that good stuff. So we want to get clear on your goal. Hola, Nicole. Woohoo. Let's talk about what is fat versus body fat. Now, this is sound a little bit nasty though, but fat is like everywhere inside our body, right? It's just everywhere. So what happens is, first, when your body doesn't use any extra fat, it pushes it out into its system. So when you look at the organs, your heart, liver, large intestine, small in the stomach, all these guys that are inside your stomach. When you have too much fat on your body, the fat actually accumulates and it starts pushing and smashing all these organs like out. That's when you actually see that like distilled belly, that belly hanging out. It's because there's so much fat in there that it's pushing out like the organs and the. So that's why sometimes these people get sick, they're unhealthy because the body is in a place where it's not supposed to be. That's what like visceral fat is. Now the other fat that we're talking about, which is the body fat, which is subcutaneous body fat, which is fat on top of the skin. This is kind of like in your chickens, like the things that you pinch. This is a fat that's extra. And when people are talking about like getting a flat belly, a lot of times they're talking about dropping body fat. So dropping body fat, people worry about the body fat percentage numbers. You really want to just drop fat in general, and those body fat percentage numbers will come. And as they start to come down, then you'll start to see a lot more definition. But I wouldn't get too concerned about the numbers because ultimately you're not going to care. You're only going to care about how you look, regardless of. I can tell you that you're 8% body fat, but if you don't like the way you look, it's not going to matter. So remember that all this fat is just extra energy. Your body doesn't want to throw away extra energy. It wants to hold on to it. So because, back when we were in our millions of years of evolution, food was hard to come by. Not as easy as, opening up the app and like ordering Postmates. Now food's super easy. You don't even have to move. Next is it's gonna start an app that it chews for you, so the food already comes chewed, so that way you don't even have to chew. So now that we know that fat is just extra, it's extra calories, we want to start figuring out how to start burning more in order to get that really flat belly. So if you're watching the show, watching the replay, hit the emoji party, hit those likes. Hola, Diana, feliz cumpleaños. Woo, yeah, Diana. Hola, Nicole. And Luana's on here as well. Yeah, Luana. Woo, she's just a shadow though. She's incognito. She's undercover. So thanks, Luana, for showing up. Luana is actually part of our new coaching program. We just kicked off with Store America. So welcome to all my 23 new online coaching clients, which I'm super pumped for you guys. I'm super excited to get you guys on board. Remember, if you're watching the replay or watching live, comment "Get Me Skinny" and I'll send you the secret to the skinny guide. And Nicole, Diana, Luana, I want to hear what your comments are. What your comments are for your guesses are for this 5 pounds of fat. I think you'll be surprised. So I want to see you guys' guesses. Guess how many hours of exercise to burn off that 5 pounds. It's shocking. So now we're talking about like what are the best ways to get a flat belly? Well, sadly, I wish it wasn't true, but it is true. 95% of how your belly looks is going to come from your diet. Oh, I know. I wish it wasn't true. I wish that I can just, maybe we can run more, maybe do some more crunches. And unfortunately, it's not the case. Food matters a lot. It matters like 100%. And to get this really like amazing looking belly, amazing looking stomach, is you really want to monitor the nutrition. So you want to create a caloric deficit and get rid of all the extra fat so that we can see your six pack. Because everyone has a six pack. I mean, maybe not a six pack, but everyone has defined abs. We just can't see them because they're covered in that body fat, that marshmallow layer on top. So it looks like a little bit kind of mushy. So we want to clean up that fat, and that's going to show off the belly, the flat belly. Most important thing when it comes to behavioral change, when it comes to mastering habits, when it comes to eating right, is consistency. Consistency over time leads to change. So you want to switch from thinking in days and weeks into months and years. And that's hard for people because people always ask me, well, how many weeks before I do this, or how many weeks, or how many days, or whatever. We all want that quick fix. Doesn't matter. You got to think in months and years. So think of like 3 months would be like a quarter, 6 months, 9 months, a year, 2 years, because as you master these principles and as you get these things going, fitness isn't going away. Nobody that I know, including myself, has finished getting in shape. So it's just not something that you're just going to be done with. So you want to make sure that you're always casting votes and you're always doing things for your health and benefit, because ultimately we're trying to change who you are into a person that is just, this just becomes automatic for them. They just wake up and boom, they drink water, get the right amount of sleep, they get their steps in, all these things that are just simple, repeatable behavioral changes that you can master over the long haul. Nicole said 500 hours. You know what? Damn, 500 hours seems like a lot though, but how is that, like in weeks? Maybe it might be 500. That's a pretty good guess. Pretty good guess. All right. Now, to get a flat belly, you got to move, and you got to move a lot more than you're moving, right? So let's say that you got the diet adjusted, and you kind of monitoring that caloric intake, but you're not moving. You're stuck on Zoom, but now they're finally going to let us out. Hopefully they let us out into the world and we can go outside. But if that doesn't happen and we're stuck in the Zoom world, you got to move a lot more. And so if you're not moving at all, if you're just sitting all day on calls or just like sitting, not moving, then you're not burning any calories. And the exercise that burns the most calories is any exercise. You just got to move. Walking counts as moving, playing with the puppy, taking the stairs, parking the car farther away, standing versus sitting, jogging out 1 foot, jump rope, anything burns calories. And you want to do from what you're burning calories, the movement that you're doing, you just want to burn more. And maybe it's 5% more, maybe it's 10% more. You just got to move more. And that's going to help you get rid of that extra fat that's on the body. Nicole says she's not so great with the math though. She might have added too many zeros. Maybe. Now we're talking about how to get this thing done. You really want to master your 5 daily dids, right? Which the 5 daily dids are sleep, water, vitamins, steps, and nutrition, right? Now, nutrition is the main one, right? We understand that, the food matters a lot. It's 95% of it. But the reason that you might not be able to execute on the food is because these other things are not in alignment. Meaning, if you didn't get enough sleep, like you got less than 6 hours, or you're just not getting good quality sleep, you're going to wake up irritable, cranky, impatient. And the studies actually show that you tend to eat fattier foods, saltier foods, things that are just not healthy for you. You're also more likely to make poor decisions because cognitive ability diminishes with poor sleep. So when you're thinking about getting all these things in line, and ultimately you want to change the nutritional input, is you want to get sleep under control. We want to really master that. It's important. We want to make sure we're drinking the right amount of water. Why? Because the human brain thinks thirst and hunger are the same. Imagine you're actually thirsty, but your brain thinks you're hungry, and then you go out there and you eat something. Damn it. Then you got to work out 500 hours with Nicole. That's going to suck. Vitamins are important because as you create a caloric deficit, you're eating less. The vitamins give your body all the vitamins and minerals that your body needs to function. Not only that, but what I've also found through research is that it affects your temperament. What does that mean? Well, mood. If you're in a like a angry Smurf mood, and she's not here, but still, I feel like she could watch the replay. Say your beautiful, awesome fiance is not having the best day, and she's having little issues and stuff. Maybe she just needs her vitamins. You slip in the vitamins, and that evens out mood for a lot of people. So you might be missing those vitamins that can really affect the mood. And if you're not in a good mood, you're in a crappy space. It's gonna be hard to make good choices. Make good choices. The other one, the other daily did that you want to master is movement. Or starting with steps. Steps are the easiest to track because each 1,000 steps is basically like 100 extra calories. And there's something that you can wear, get a tracker, and see where you're at. Because what the steps represent is movement. And when you're moving, you're burning more calories. So if your steps are really low, it's pretty likely that you're not burning hardly any calories. And that, sadly, if you're executing pretty good, but your movement's not there, you're going to be losing weight really, really slowly. And when people lose weight really slowly, they get frustrated and they tend to stop. Oh, I got caught. Oh man. Yeah, so your beautiful fiance, who we're still getting married this year. The last way, one of the best ways to get there is by hiring a professional. Get somebody that knows what they're doing, right? Like I just jumped on board with Store America. These guys jumped me on board. And one thing we talk about is exposing these fitness fakes. Because imagine everybody is like a coach, everybody's cousin, everybody's coworker. They all know what to do, but the world is in worse shape. How how is that possible? How do we have so many experts and then we're in worse shape? And you know what it takes to be a fitness expert? It's easy. You take your Instagram profile and you put fitness and then expert after it. I've seen so many people do it. It's pretty impressive. I mean, I went the long, hard way. I mean, I went to school, did like 18 years, but who cares about that? Also, if you don't have the resources to invest in some professional help, because you know what they'll do is they'll kind of get you the right information at the right time. So you want to invest in tools. You really want to invest in anything that helps you move, that helps you eat right, that helps you function, all that stuff. You want to look at your budget and think, all right, you got Netflix, you got, you're eating out, you got your basic, your rent, utilities, all that stuff. How much of that is for your health and wellness? And if the slice is really small, chances are you're not going to be in that good of shape because it's hard. You want to invest and you want to get a return on that investment. And that's what a professional will do. That's one of the best ways to get in shape. As I'll show you with an epic before and after. Man, so this is our boy, Michael. Michael's been my client now for, it must be like 8-9 years, something like that. Or maybe longer. It might be longer with Mike. Well, I started when I was 14 with Michael. So this is Mike back in his 40s, actually. And he was at 215 pounds. Man. And Mike was headed the wrong way fast. And when he came to me, he wanted to lose the weight and he wanted to get fit by 40. And then he wanted to be like an Ironman 5.0 for his 50th birthday. And I'm proud to say, Mike, through hard work, dedication, through mastering habits, through not listening to fitness fakes, he was able to accomplish some incredible achievements. And there he is. And how I can make myself small. But there's Michael right there. Just an incredible, let's see, let's hide me so we. It's pretty impressive. That little guy right there is Mike 5'0". He ended up losing, he went from 215 to 150. So he ended up losing 65 pounds, which is amazing. So congratulations, Mike. So 65 pounds, this is like, that's a lot of cheese right here, right? This is like, what? How many of these guys? That's that. What Nicole's our math expert. So what's that? 10, 12, I don't know, 13 maybe? 13 of these guys? Yeah, that's a lot. So congratulations, Michael. Michael's still working out strong, still staying healthy and making the commitment to a healthier lifestyle. For him now, it's automatic. Mike just celebrated his 58th birthday now. So yeah, must be at least 8 years. It's pretty cool for Mike. We're really proud of him. Now, dun, 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 dun. All right, everyone got in their guesses. Diana didn't guess. Courtney maybe guessed. We're guessing how many calories or how many hours of workout to burn 5 pounds of fat. Before we answer that, so type in your guesses. I got another question from the Ask the Trainer is, how fast can I get to my goal? Okay. This is going to be dependent on you. If you're very aggressive and you got a good amount of weight to lose, you're on a bigger side, then you can lose 2 to 3 pounds a week is pretty realistic. It's going to depend on how aggressive you are with the nutrition. And again, it's going to depend on how aggressive you are with the movement. Mastering those two things, minimizing energy intake, maximizing energy output is going to get you the fastest way. But honestly, no matter what, you want to be happy with any type of progress, because even if you're losing like half a pound a week, in 52 weeks, that's 36 pounds. And how many of us 36 pounds? I mean, that's awesome. 1 pound a week, 52 pounds, right? It's a lot of weight. And if you look back at that, it's only a year, right? This last COVID year. But what about if you extrapolate over the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years? If you lost a quarter of a pound over the last 5 years, you'd be, I don't know, we'll give that puzzle to Nicole. And now for the answers, drum roll. How many hours of exercise for this 5 pounds of fat. As far as our trivia, and this is for a chance to win. Let's give away a hat. So if you're watching live, type it in there. If you're watching the replay, type in your guess. Well, I guess no. If you're watching the replay, it wouldn't work because then you already would know. Cheaters. Cheaters don't win in life. Yeah, you gotta stop looking for shortcuts. All right. So Nicole says 550, 500. Diana says 350. Courtney says 25. All right. 25. That's a good guess. That's a good guess. So let's see. So for the fat trivia, it's going to be 5 times 3,500, which is 17,500 calories for this 5 pounds of fat. Which is if for a person that's about 150 pounds, let's say they're burning 6 calories a minute, which is pretty high, which is pretty typical for a workout. They might burn a little bit more, anywhere between 6 and 8 would be probably normal. I said just 6, so 6 would be 2,917 minutes, or 48 hours of exercise. Man, 48 hours of exercise. 48 hours of exercise. That's crazy. That is crazy to lose 5 pounds of fat. And Courtney was the closest. Diana, little bit. Mike, you know what I like about my clients? It's really hard, right? It's really hard to burn that many calories. Courtney said 25. She was the closest. So she wins $10,000. We gave away $10,000. Congratulations to Courtney. And we don't have those rules. So if if you and Nicole says 500 hours, yeah, based on the workout, yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. I'll take it. Yeah, I think if you're running, yeah, consistently, I think 500 hours will be pretty good for 30. But it's based on Netflix, so we'll see what Netflix says. It might be a fitness fake, but we'll see. All right. If you had a chance, join our Facebook group, the Fitness Avengers, where we're fighting fat every day. Comment Get Me Skinny again for a copy of the Secrets of the Skinny guide. Thank you so much for watching the show. It's my favorite part of the week. My other favorite part is jumping on the coaching call with my clients. We'll be on coaching calls this Wednesday at 6 p.m. We have another coaching call this Friday at 12 o'clock. We'll be troubleshooting and looking at you and how to build the best you. Yes, because that's my purpose in life, is to help you, to educate you, to empower you, and to teach you that health and happiness is possible for everybody. My name's Tony Arreola. You're the reason I exist. Next week, we're going to have the ultimate fat burning workout. And I believe it's going to be a special show. So, Courtney, why don't you take us away? There's 2 Courtneys.
Thank you for watching the Fitness Avenger live show.
Love you guys.
If you like the show,
You're the reason
make
I
sure
exist.
to like it and share. Please join us next week on Facebook Live. This week's show is brought to you by our close friends at Total Body Project.
Those guys are cool.
Visit TotalBodyProject.com for more info.
And I'll see you on the skinny side. Yeah.